Hey, welcome to Tech Factuala, where you can stay up to date with the latest progress of technologies and gadgets. It can be overwhelming and challenging to get back into the sport if you are new to biking or have recently taken it up after years of not riding. Bicycles have evolved quite a bit over time, like anything else, and electric bikes are a terrific example of that. There are still so many questions about e-bikes, such as exactly what they are and how they run, and how the variety from standard or usual bikes are some of the most common questions. So we have compared electric bikes to normal ones to help you understand what sort of bike is right for you. You will be able to see how and why they are different and which parts are actually just the same. If you want to be updated about top technology, don't forget to subscribe to Tech Factuala for more content like this in the future. And don't forget to click that bell icon to be the first to know when our new videos go up. Let's begin with the differences between normal versus electric bikes. What should you buy? Appearances and mechanics. When it comes to e-bikes, the first thing you'll note is that they look a lot like regular bikes. There is a common misconception that electric bicycles are like scooters, but they are actually very similar, but with an electric motor to standard bicycles. The presence of the electrical drive mechanism is the only noticeable difference in appearance. This requires a motor, a battery, and occasionally a computer for display. The battery is what drives the engine, which provides assistance when you pedal, helping you to push the bike forward. Overall, like a standard bike, they have the same type of wheels, handlebars, and frame sizes. Also, the mechanical parts, such as the pedals and brakes, all operate exactly the same way. Maintenance and repairs. All of the previously standard components of an e-bike are just like a normal bike, as previously mentioned. This ensures that it is also pretty much the same to repair and take care of the bike. All are very similar, from regular maintenance to yearly repairs and operation. If anything goes wrong with the parts, such as the wheels or brakes, it is possible to take an e-bike to the same repair shop as a regular one. In addition, the cost of such repairs should be the same as well. The only way this scenario changes is if anything with the motorized components goes wrong. In that case, you will need to examine it with an electric bike expert. Fortunately, failures are exceedingly uncommon with the electrical system of an e-bike, and all of them come with a warranty that can cover these types of repairs. Riding experience. Among riders, this is the most common subject. How do electric bikes feel to ride, and how are they different from ordinary bikes? The response, truthfully speaking, is that biking on an electric bike is just like any other bike. You get on and start pedaling with the e-bikes and the motor kicks in. The transition is usually so seamless that you can barely know that the engine has begun. The behavior of cycling is not altered by the e-bike, so it just makes it feel much easier to do. The pedal assistance from the motor can also be dialed up or down, altering how the electric bike feels to ride. If you minimize the assistance, the rest of the job will be maintained by your legs. If you set the pedal assistance to maximum strength, you can still cycle with your legs, but you will basically be going through the pedaling motions and move quickly and efficiently as the motor does most of the work. Does it say e-bikes are easier to get around with than regular bikes with all that the electric motor does? That question depends mainly on how fast one normally drives. E-bike engines will propel you up to 20 to 28 miles per hour, depending on the bike's particular class. The engine will cut out if you try to go faster than this, and you'll need to pedal from power to legs. This means that the motor will not help if you want to go very fast, and one of the main reasons why people say that using an e-bike is not cheating. That being said, electric bikes could make your ride quicker if you are not racing, because they make pedaling feel effortless, allowing you to sustain your energy levels for a longer time. Additionally, they also make it easier to maintain a constant rate and get back up to speed after coasting. At the end of the day, these bicycles are primarily designed for simple cycling, not breaking speed records in a race. Rules and regulations. Other common concerns that people have about e-bikes is that laws and rules limit them. Bicycles, electric or not, are thought of as motorized means of transportation. This implies that they are subject to government legislation about their limits on speed and strength, but that does not often affect riders. Evanston's Class 1, 2, and 3 e-bikes do not require a permit or insurance, but additional regulations may differ by state. For assistance, some states require the use of helmets, while others have a minimum age for operating an e-bike. Based on Class 1, 2, and 3 capabilities of your particular bike, regulations can also differ, so you can check with the municipality and make sure that you are allowed to ride your e-bike. What should you buy? Several considerations should be considered when deciding between an ordinary bicycle or an electric one. However, most importantly, you should be asking yourself what you are going to use the bike for. To make your shuttle smoother, you may want to consider buying an electric commuter bike if you're using the bike for commuting or traveling long distance. Furthermore, if you're not as young or as fit as you were, or the paths in your area are full of steep hills, the additional motor assistance will make cycling feel a lot simpler and less challenging for riders of all styles. For riders who do not need to drive and exhaust themselves thoroughly, this is a perfect alternative. However, an ordinary bike might be perfect for you if you're looking for a mode of transportation for shorter rides. In short, it is personal to choose the right bike for you. If you're looking for a bike, however, you can get out to cycle around the park during the summer months. Or if you're not going to go very far, a normal bike might be great for you. Electric bikes are much more costly to purchase than standard bikes, and there are still many costs to consider. Electric bikes offer the benefit of increased range, decreased joint pain, and less sweat on hot days. They bring the benefits of being able to ride on sidewalks, cut through parks, and store inside, which are not possible for mopeds or motorcycles. You also don't need a license in many cases to ride an electric bicycle, so it can easily substitute for a car in short-range, lower-speed scenarios. The first thing people usually notice about electric bikes is their weight. While they're not nearly as heavy as a motorcycle or moped, most e-bikes still weigh in at excess of 50 pounds, and that's pretty heavy compared to a traditional bike. The average mountain bike weighs just about 25 pounds, and road bikes weigh much less because they don't have the suspension systems. The weight of an electric bike makes it much harder to carry upstairs, load into a car, or maneuver into a bike rack. It also makes it harder to simply pedal and stop. These were the differences that will help you decide which bike to buy. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can join the Tech Factuala squad and be a part of our channel. Thanks for watching!